How is everyone doing? It's been a while. I haven't been active for a minute. I've been taking a step back. Long break. A lot's changing in my life. But I see the power of this foundation I've built for my name here. OXSN on social media. Hi Paige. This is spiritual territory. This is not your kind of not your cup of tea. I don't know what I'm actually chatting, to be fair, but smoking the Reaver, you know. I feel awkward talking about everything that I normally talk about if you're in the chat though, because I don't know, it depends. I could talk about whatever I wanted, to be fair. But like if I when I'm talking about like the crazy shit that I talk about normally, I can't say half of it if I know, because I know how some of my videos seem. Like I'll literally like if I think that like if I'm live streaming and I know that Dad's watching it or something, like in the past few months and that, it just changes everything because my YouTube videos and shit, like when I'm normally filming, not live streaming, I'll literally say like, I am God, reality is love, and I can't say that if Ryan Saunders, oi, join the call, or don't. I actually want to talk to you, bro. It's been a minute. Come on, I'll upload it on YouTube and shit afterwards as well if you want. You haven't got to, but don't know. I'll come on here. I thought I'll do a bit of an update because it's been. No, you haven't got to leave. I don't know what direction this is headed in really, but hopefully I want Ryan Saunders to come on here. He's like a conscious rap artist. He's actually sick. We've done a few lives in the past, but yeah, I reckon this year will be good. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Bear tired. Give me a few minutes. No, yeah, you haven't got to, bro. Of course. Jed, how's it going, Jed? Oi, who the fuck are you, Jed? What are you doing with your existence? We gotta find people in the flesh who are on personal development, because they're rare. It's fine, I gotta wash bottles anyway. Love you, have fun chatting shit. Okay, goodbye, I love you. That's my sister. Have fun washing the bottles. But yeah, basically I reckon over the next year, there's so many like periods in my life where it's just grafting full blast. Like I'm sure Ryan, you said you've been working hard recently. You know when you've just got to go like get your head down for like literally months, and it's just like you hate it but you love it, and like you just have to forget about everything because you've just got to work and get money and like just like train, go at your skills. It's just like repeating routine, and it's like at the end of the day you're so knackered, but then you just get up and do it all again. What are you saying, Jed? How are you, man? Oh, yeah, I think it's sick, your kind of like vibe with all the cars and shit. I don't know. I don't really know you too well, but I see you fucking whipping around in all these motors. I think it's cool, man. Let me know potentially if you ever want to like meet and speak and have a zoot or whatever the fuck. We don't have to. But I like meeting people, but I mean, it depends what you're on. I mean, but like most men are literally out here doing pills, eating sugar, and I still have a fair bit of sugar or whatever, but it's like, where is everyone out here like trying to actually develop themselves? Like there's a whole large like massive scene of personal development and that for young lads, like especially on the internet, and no one's on it. I just wish someone like would actually do. Most men just do balloons and smoke backy, and I'm like, oh, fuck's sake. Well, like I know people on the internet who are about other shit, but in the flesh, bro, everyone's on the same stuff. I just can't. But yeah, I don't know. How are you, Jed? What are you up to anyway? What's poppin'? Who are you? What do you love? Cars and shit, supposedly. I'm sure there's more to you, but Why is that? Tell me more about that. That's like my main question for everyone when I meet him is like, who are you? Have you found your thing yet in life? But I don't want to ask people that because then they go, well, what about you? And I don't want to tell them because it's just a rabbit hole. I'm good, lad. How about you? I appreciate that. Sounds good. I can meet you for a drink. Yeah, if you want to. You haven't got to, obviously. I'm more about like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be somebody eventually. Like I'm like evolving super speedily, and I took loads of mushrooms earlier, and I have to say it like that because everyone hates on me, like my family, etc. Because they think they're just like cocaine, but it's all about the development and the growth, bro, and the learning, and the getting on the health. So, I don't know, but most man literally can't be fucked to do anything. They just want to play games and Xbox and smoke backy, and that's fair enough, but I literally, like, can't meet anyone anymore. I'm like... But it's more about brotherhood. See, I like the Oxford with just the end. Most men just do balloons and smoke backy. It's true! I actually done balloons not long ago, to be fair. Just once. It was some Babylon canister fucking toxic shit, probably. But I was very interested, and yeah, it literally is like vibration. Time just stops. We done it at a crop circle, you know, like these UFO geometric things that just appear in fields. Yeah, I took loads of mushrooms earlier, and I was doing breath work and fasting. I've been fasting on fruit for over a week. I was doing breath work at the pond with my feet on the earth, getting that electric. And I literally was so deep in the breath work, I literally forgot where I was. That's how deep it got, bro. I was smoking high quality grade in the sun, getting that vitamin D on the mushrooms again. I gotta run now, bro. Yeah, sad as fuck, man. Have a good one, Jed. A quote that will go down to history. Yes, come on, bro. You know it. Excuse me, I know that's like... But, bro, that's what... If I ever do a podcast, I'm constantly moving the mucus out of my fucking... We made the mucus move, could have been in a shit job with a mortgage, 2 kids and a wife, the life I choose, no cigarettes, no weed and no booze. Lock off the news, illuminate, cause we ain't coming to lose. If you smoke weed, don't blow that shit around me, go over there, robot. And I'm on the toes, raise the vibration, share my views, give indication, give them a few goose, regeneration with some herbal brews. It's Sanders and Inspector Veg. Freedom's a must, breaking the shackles and trains in the brace of the love. People are speaking the truth and then taping them shut. Government beta corrupt. Government's beta corrupt. Open your mind and just take it above. Higher dimensional frequencies harness the energy. It's all a bluff. The way they project their fear on the masses. This great awakening's massive. Start speaking truth and the NPCs get passive. Macho savage. Unplug robotic humans. Sometimes feels like I'm on a show like Truman. Breaking free of the matrix. We just gotta make improvements. You're like my jumper. Can you see it? I don't know. What the fuck just happened? 1 second. I'm back. Yeah, excuse my nails, I know, but I'm literally in spiritual awakening, so that's where my ego doesn't exist. Like, basically, like, I can present myself in all sorts of ways. If I'm, like, in some deep, like, awakening, maybe I took psychedelics. But then when my ego comes back, I'm like, oh, why did I do that? Like, I can be here now with these, like... I know that's, like, literally horrific, bro. That's, like, literally degeneracy. I need to fucking sort my nails out. But I don't actually give a fuck, in a sense, because if you want to hate, then you got hate in your soul, and you need more love, bro. I understand. I need to... Yeah, I don't know. Who cares? But basically, it's going down big time. Obviously, Fifth Dimension is coming up full blast worldwide, and obviously everyone's realising that we literally live in a fucking fantasy, and everything is God, and you can't really deny it. And with that comes, anything is possible. Why the fuck do we exist? We literally are in the center of infinity, and everything's becoming more and more interconnected, and the universe's plan is to blow your mind. And I realize how long of a journey life is, and I'm literally at the beginning. And I already awoke full blast at the age of 16. And I've literally grown so much recently, and I'm gonna bring bare value. So watch me fucking renovate. I will dedicate to renovate my whole image. Don't appreciate the extra lengths I've been driven. Now I'm sleeping with my demons, taking deeper with them. But yeah, I don't know. Have you heard of Doddy Arcade? He's fucking sick. I feel like I'm just wasting time. Why the fuck am I sat on here like a dickhead? Yeah, so life is love. And I didn't know that 4 months ago. So everything, all my content is basically not me, because I like grow so. Oh yeah, so basically I've been hating on myself for years, because I was like, oh, why am I not doing the personal development? Basically, externally, not an awful lot has happened, but it's very clear to me how I've literally been like 4 different people in the past like 5 years. Every day I'm constantly fucking learning and expanding and awakening, and that spiritual awakening. Hello, Katie. Spiritual awakening is just something. It's just I have no words for it. It just comes at such unexpected times. Like you're just going through your day, and then you just have like these fucking shockwaves go through everything, and like, and it's a process of learning. You know I love you, Katie. Don't hate me because I keep airing your messages. I know I'm such a prick, but you know that I'm just being a fucking lazy cunt. Sorry. I think I've got like 3 I need to open, but I don't know. Don't think. I feel like we're going to be a lot more relevant to each other in the future, you know. But not even like. You know what I mean? Like, we can be, like, close without having to subscribe to any, like, paradigm of, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like me and you actually are, like, on a fucking frequency, I can't lie. You both should come to my show. Yeah, bro, trust me. I really want to get more. I'm building stability now. I'm done with, for about 2 years, I was literally hanging by a thread because of awakening and depression. But now I'm like done with all that. I can't. So like, what I'm saying is I can build stability and then I can come to your show. But it's like I literally have not been able to do anything for so long because I've had like minimal stability. I've literally had like, bro, I've experienced poverty. Like people, it's like obviously it can be a lot worse. Don't get me wrong, but. It's literally like for multiple years, very consistently, you're in these crushing periods of like 0 money, and the options are literally go hungry. And I'm not even. It's mad how it happens. To be fair, you just grow up and you realise like no one has any money around you, and we're all fucked. Yeah, that's really good. You have a job now, Katie. I'm very happy to hear that. Well, it depends. It's a long. Jobs are often reflections of your internal state. When I go into my job, I'm, especially internal jobs, mental jobs, like retail, it shows me my demons. That place will literally bring out the worst in me. It depends. I've got a really good job at the minute. It's not really good, but it's like the laziest warehouse ever. And you're lucky, compared to being a bin man and fucking... I was a labourer before that, and I literally don't have fresh air half the time. So now I'm just in a stable warehouse where I can just breathe and listen to a podcast all day. I'm fucking grateful. The Phoenix event is coming. The Phoenix event is coming. It's an antivirus software. A human beings are viruses. That's why I do not care. If you don't change your ways, you will go extinct. Life is not fair. It's not nice in the spiral realms. You don't want to get lost there. We're trapped in an infinite time loop anyway. This place is cursed. The Phoenix event is coming. It's not long now, about 18 years. You know my garden. I know, I'm literally got such an ugly garden at the minute. Literally that I've been manifesting a good job of writing it down all the time. That I love my job and co-workers and stuff. But yeah, my job's like that too. Yeah, I actually said to myself I like my job the other day, which I don't, but basically I've learned to love everything in reality, because it's all codependent and it needs, you need the light and the dark for the whole. So I basically am grateful for everything that I encounter. It's called amor fati in Stoicism. Amor fati. And this means everything that happens to me happens for me, and you use every speck of experience as leverage to learn. Another one today. About 2 hours ago. Obviously I was took some shrooms earlier, and I had quite a deep trip. But I was looking for a lot of Instagram reels, which I think is actually a very good source of information. If you're on awakening, Instagram does a good job of delivering good content, as I'm sure you're aware. I scrolled across one that said, the fact that you won't be here forever is what gives life its magic. One day you'll eat your last meal and hug your friend for the last time. And that was repeating, and I was already at the end of the trip, and I was listening to this reel, and literally I just realised the idea of, everyone in this chat right now, think of like everyone who's very close to you, human beings, or the idea of eating a meal. Imagine actually grasping that this is the last time that this is ever going to happen. So today, imagine if I'm delivering you the news right now that this is your last day. This is your last day. Hearing this now, you were stressing about all this for so long. Where am I going to go? Who am I going to be in this future projection? But then it's just like, if I just literally told you that it's all wrapping up like in 20 hours. The reason I started to cry and it hit me like that is, and I reflected on it later, is it actually shows my direct love for life that I've cultivated recently. I used to be very depressed a lot, but the reason I cry, because I was like mourning the idea of the dream stopping, because I realize how in love with the dream I am, how I've become recently. It's crazy how you can fall so in love with what at once you hated, but it's because you just open your eyes and you see the divinity and that you weren't seeing. And you fall like so deeply in love with reality and your routine, and everything that is within it. But at once you didn't see any of that. In the past you like literally were blind to it, and you actually were so pessimistic that you would like commonly speak and think of like you would rather if nothing existed, or suicidal thoughts. That's because this 3D world is falling. You're getting downloads of what's about to happen, bro. It's been wrapping up. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking is, I don't think everything's going to continue. I put something on my story the other day and I was like, in the next 6 months, there's going to be a radical, like, fundamental paradigm shift in like culture and how everyone, like, similar to like the COVID lockdown. I reckon there's going to be some kind of intervention. I don't know what makes it. I like. There's no way that I'm just going to be ticking over at my job, because I've done that long enough, and I swear something is about to uproot. Whether it's a personal thing or, dude, crying isn't to be shamed, but at the same time, try and not want. Just live and be grateful for what is happening. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I mean... Wanting is peak, because desire is this... You basically... This is what Ram Dass said, and this is almost quote word for word. Is like... Consciousness is like an expanded... like awareness, and then desire just locks it all down to I want this, and you can spend hours and days in I want this, and it, like, you know what I mean? It's like, that's what I made quite a few videos about addiction and stuff recently, and it's like, you know how if you want a joint or whatever you might want, it's like you literally numb reality down to I want something so petty, you know what I mean? You literally sacrifice like the whole spectrum of being because you want a joint, and then you just fucking bask in the fact that you don't have what you want. Hi, it's because Neptune is leaving Pisces? I don't know. That's some next level Phoenix event shit going on right there. Hi brothers, hope you're all good. Come on. Odin, can I ask you, why do you deem it so important to prove that the Earth is flat? Give me 1 second. I know this is rude. I need to open this message. 1 second. Sorry, I'm back. But yeah, anyway, everyone fucking make sure you're following my shit, yeah, like my actual long form content. I've filmed like 5 videos in the past 2 weeks that I haven't released of just chatting stuff, random shit like I normally do, but I've been evolving a lot recently at rapid pace. So you're gonna want to stay tuned, because I'm gonna bring a lot of good shit in the future, I reckon. I know that my lectures have got a lot of power actually, but I also want to do the music. Oh. Been there, done that to an extreme level. Heat waves making the power go out, causing people go crazy. Yeah, oi, what's this heat wave? Like, is that not bullshit, bro? I can tell the way the media is trying to say there's a heat wave. They're actually just bigging it up. It's just summer. They're fucking trying to film everyone in a particular way, like making it look like there's a crisis, but there actually ain't. It's just a hot day. Fair enough, my brother Baron. I'm not trying to get people to believe it. Yo, bro, no more bullshit. All I ever say is look into the... Yeah. I mean, fair enough. But I just mean, it's like, I know it's always been like your central kind of thing. And I'm not hating, don't get me wrong. Like, I appreciate you always sticking around and shit. But it's just recurring. Like, it's like there's so much weight on that topic for you, and I'm just like kind of curious of what makes you so, because I couldn't really, like, obviously I understand that it can be potentially quite important. Obviously, I mean, it is important to know the truth, and it's just for truth's sake, but like I'm more about like personal development than trying to fucking figure out what's the shape of the fucking physical object that I spawned on is. The sun is the hottest it's ever been now. But how do you know that? Yeah, I know it's not your one point. I've followed you on Facebook, to be fair. I know you. Yeah, hold on, bro. I might add you to the chat, but I'm not sure if I know you too well. Why won't it let me see your fucking comment like that? I don't know, bro. I might do it. Sorry, I do get people, but it's just like there's quite a few people these days. I don't know. Yeah, fuck it. Let's get you in. I'll get you. I'll let you in. We've got someone joining, bro. I don't know who he is really. I don't think we haven't spoken much, but that's what I mean. You know, you get all sorts of different characters. Yo.
Hey, bro. How you doing, man?
What's popping, bro?
much.
Nothing, man. No, you're talking the real truth, man. I'm not a bad guy. I'm not here to upset the comments or anything like that. I'm just here for a discussion. You know what I mean? Not an argument, just a discussion.
Yeah, no, I meet a lot of new people. To be fair, like I love like just talking in general and having discussions about like whatever.
Yeah, I've been following you. I've been following you for about maybe 3-4 months, I think.
That's cool, man. It's good to. I love interacting with some people who actually, you know, listen to what I got to say. Like, it really does mean a lot to me, to be honest.
You're like myself. You're just banging the truth out, mate. You got to bang the truth out, bro.
Come on, bro. It's all about. I don't know. It's just it's just the truth, isn't it? That's what we need to hear.
All I want to say.
What everyone wants to hear.
Sorry to interrupt. The only thing I was going to say. I'm going to turn my camera off at the moment, if that's okay with you.
Yeah. I mean, do what you please.
Yeah, I was going to say about the weather thing. You were absolutely 100% right, mate. I mean, this is something I noticed. I went to Greece, I think about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, and on the weather reports in Greece, I went to Rhodes. I was getting like this weather warnings, thunderstorms, all this kind of stuff, like alongside the weather, which I've never seen before. And since I came back to UK, back to London, the same shit's been happening. It's like every couple of days, it's like weather warning. There's no fucking weather warning.
Is that alert that they introduced recently?
Onto my phone. There's something recent, something recent that I've seen on my phone, bro.
What is it, like a notification or some shit? Like
no. So what it is,
watch out.
On my homepage, on my home screen on my phone, I've got this like weather app. I've got an Android phone, so I've got the weather app for weather thing. So
what it is, you can fucking tell. I was watching it just now. Yeah, they've got loads of news sources, which is obviously Babylon, aka fucking Western bullshit. Basically, they've got all of these massive entities to start they're just filming people fanning themselves because they're trying to make it look like there's like a epidemic. This fucking, maybe there actually is, I don't know, but it looks like they're skewing the camera on purpose to make it look like the earth is on fire, because you've seen it before in the fucking years before. There's the same temperature on the map, but it's green, and now it's like the temperature is fucking like black and red.
Bro, they're making it like red raw. They're making it red raw, aren't they? Exactly. There's no need for it to be like. It's just normal fucking shit going on. I mean, even today, the weather was like windy and stuff, but it wasn't like it's going to be a hurricane. It wasn't like I'm going to take off into the fucking sky, bro. You get me? It's just fucking wind.
What they're doing is the exact same as fucking COVID, where it's like the news tells you that something's happening, and everyone thinks it's actually happening, but in the flesh, it's not actually fucking happening. So they're gonna fucking kick up and say something's happening, and then they're gonna come up with some reason to fucking lock you in your house because of it and force you to get an injunction.
And got Ryan Sanders in the exactly, bro. Yeah. He said my mum's in Greece. Yeah, same shit, man. I've never encountered that in my life before. But since Rhodes, since Greece, even since I've been back in the UK, it's like every couple of days there's a fucking weather warnings, wind, rain. Bro, it's just rain. This is UK. What the fuck is going on here, bro? Someone's getting fucking married, bro. I'm in the garden, bro. Someone's getting married over there somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, no, that's it. But the UK's been fine, innit? Nothing's even fucking happened in the UK. Exactly. What are they on about?
Exactly. There's not been any incidents. Nothing. It's just fucking bullshitting people and making people get scared over. I think they want to keep people in this kind of fear factor kind of shit going. Do you understand?
I find it
that cycle of fear.
To be honest, like I feel like whether or not you like have to agree with me or whatever, but like I feel like reality is in a lot of ways it's like love. And what I mean is, like, I know how stupid it is, all this stuff, but I almost love how fucking retarded all this like corruption and Babylon stupid shit is, because it's like, it's so funny that people just believe the TV, and I almost can't believe that I exist in this fucking world, because it's just like, what is even going on, bro? We're literally in the midst of a revolution, and I find it hilarious.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, man. I know people that are very well educated. I mean, I've got a degree, but I know people who've got masters and they work. They got a lot of money and all this, but they're so indoctrinated in the system. They can't see. They can't. It's just a shadow for them, basically. It's like a veil. Do you understand? They can't really see. You know, like me and you talking, like, even the people in the chat are talking. Like, we know what the fuck is going on, don't we? We're talking about the V, talking about the weather, all this kind of shit. But these people. I mean, I spoke to one of my mates. This is about maybe probably about 1.5 years ago. He's making good money and stuff. I said, "Have you had the V?" He goes, "What's the V?" I said, "Have you taken a shot?" And he's like, "Yeah, all of it." He goes, "Why are you talking about that for?" I said, "I just wanted to ask you." After that conversation, no communication whatsoever. And he was a really good friend of mine. Yeah. Now, how weird is that?
Well,
just because I asked him, because he thinks I'm a fucking. He thinks I'm the fucking one that's mad just for questioning him about that. Yeah. And I told him.
Yeah, there's a lot of like, it's a deep path, man. They kind of like.
It's not that deep, mate. Brother,
it depends. Like, yeah, go on. What?
One of my best mates died. Off the V. Okay, they're not saying it's the V, but I know the way when he got it. I saw him the way he was getting. He got high blood pressure. The guy was like fucking 5'4". Wasn't that fat when he think? Yeah, no reason to die of that kind of shit, basically. But yeah, his blood pressure started going up. His resting heart rate went from like 60ish to about 90. And all this kind of stuff. And
yeah, I mean, no, I 100%. Like, there's all this vaccine injuries, and that's mad. And I rate you for like seeking truth and bringing it forward and speaking whatever you speak in that. But it's like when I say it's like, so let me ask you this, because I don't know who you are, obviously. So obviously this vaccine seems to be like people need to wake up a bit about this. But then who are you? Like, what you were smoking right then? What are you smoking? Can I ask?
That was just a cigarette.
Right, here we go. So
it wasn't. It wasn't a cigarette. You know what it was, bro. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh,
you know what that shit was.
Dickhead. All right, yeah. This is what I was gonna. Because right, there's this old boy at my work, yeah. And he keeps telling me about the chemtrails, and I'm like, yeah, I know. And he's talking about the exact same stuff me and you are on about. Mm-hmm. So he's awake to that degree, but he eats like shit and he smokes cigarettes. So he's like, he's externalizing the problem, going like, the Matrix, chemtrails, and I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying, like, hold on. Because what I notice is I hate on the fact that the food is poison, and I go, fuck you, big pharma, big food, you're poisoning me. But I still 100%. Choose to eat it half the time because of my lack of, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, you can hate on the vaccine, but do you still eat loads of sugar and do you smoke baccy?
No, to be honest with you, I have a couple of beers, maybe 2-3 beers every night. I have maybe maybe 2 spliffs a night. That's it, mate. Daytime, I'm active. I wake up at 6, 7 o'clock. I do my shit. I've got 2 little kids. I look after my family. I do, I'm a landlord. I've got multiple properties that I have to look after. I've got really bad arsehole tenants that I've got to deal with pretty much on a daily basis. Always fucking fighting or fucking making issues or just bullshit, man.
Yeah.
And
fair play. I think
so. Yeah, I do. I don't really eat shit, to be honest with you. My lunch. I mean, I miss breakfast, but my lunch, just to give you an insight, is radishes, beetroot, red cabbage, avocado, cucumbers, tomatoes. Do you know what I mean? So I try to do and my dinner is pretty healthy as well, bro.
Yeah, fair play. It was just, I mean, I'm just saying, it's like, I feel like there's something wrong with, like, people who conspiracize about, not saying it's you, but it's just worth, like, because people are out here, like, fucking conspiracizing left and right, but they just fucking watch porn all day, and it's like, well, you're not even trying to be anybody, so what's the point in even fucking talking about the government? Because you are the Matrix if you're just engaging in it like that.
if you don't make change in yourself, I mean, you have to do it in yourself to make others see the same kind of view. Do you know what I mean? Make the
Yeah,
change
yeah.
that you want others to see. For example, there's a phrase in it. There's something like that, bro. So yeah, I'm like that. I mean, I've got 2 little kids, and they know about everything what's going on about the chemtrails, about the V, about all this kind of shit, and all this trans shit that's going on. Because sometimes I don't want them to be there, but they just come in the room and they're like, "What's this?" And I feel, do you know what? They're young, but they need to know this kind of shit. Because I tell them, if anything in your school is like that, you're gonna come and tell me, yeah, and I'm gonna go and fucking talk. Do you know what I mean? All the trans shit that's going on in schools and all that kind of shit, the weird
Yeah,
shit.
I think it's such like a fucking a strange. I don't know exactly what to think about the whole thing. I do get it. Don't get me wrong, because it's weird, but it's all based around the way that our culture like we're just weird about everything. Like before, like what we're out the front of like every supermarket, it says celebrating Pride,
Yeah.
and then it's like, well, what is Pride? Like being gay, and like I get it, yeah, fair. Like you can fucking be gay or whatever the fuck if you want. I don't give a fuck, but it's like why? Like, it's just confusing. Like, who cares? Just fuck off.
You know what? It's like us saying, "Oh yeah, we like women," and we're making like a big statement about it, and it doesn't make any sense, does it? I mean, if you,
I know,
yeah,
like,
but
having a whole day about it in school, and everyone's wearing fucking rainbow and like in drag and that. And
yeah,
I mean,
can't be done.
I do. I feel like people should be allowed to express themselves, and I think there is like a beauty. I don't give a fuck if people want to be like bisexual or whatever the fuck. Do what you please, but it's more of like it's just like the education system isn't built for that bullshit. Like we need to teach them how to grow food, not fucking gay pride.
I was speaking to my wife about this last night, and my mum, mate, you just hit the nail on the head. Yeah, exactly, because education these days is pretty much just remembering things that you're not going to really use. I mean, when are you going to use Pythagoras' theorem in your life again,
You
or a
know, it's
protractor?
yeah,
When are you going to use
people
them
don't.
angles, bro? Nah, man, it don't make any sense. But my wife said to me, sometimes what it does, this education system, it like separates like the kind of clever kids from the kind of normal people, for example, and there's only like a 1 or 2% the people that it separates them. Apparently, that's the way she works in education,
Yeah,
so she's gonna kind of have that kind of viewpoint. But I still think exactly what you just said, mate, about learning how to grow food. And she said, yeah, they do learn how to grow food. They grow cress, stuff like. I said, that's not really food. That's just like a little thing in a pot. That's not really going.
yeah.
Do you understand? It's not really like. It's not about they
This,
living in the woods, it being sustainable, that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean?
I said that I wouldn't send my child, if I did have a child, to school, and my parent and step parent, they looked at me like as if should be like ashamed of what I just said. I said I won't shame to the government education system. I don't want to do that. And they were like, "Excuse me?" Like, but listen, bro. If I have some land and I grow food and I got my thing going, all I need to do is teach my children how to operate on that land in my community. And that is education, not a fucking like a paperwork
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah, yeah,
GCSE like
yeah.
long disconnected process. All you need, I just need to, it's called fucking tradition, but instead I laugh. I'm like, how the fuck? Some when I wake up and I'm forced to go to my 9 to 5, I'm like, how has someone managed? Like, when did I sign? Okay, I'll be here every day for the rest of my life. It's like there's there's something wrong with the system. Like we all think that we're like on a decent end of the deal, but we're a slave to like a warehouse forever. And it's like
What do you do for a
there's
living,
no.
bro? If you don't
Well,
mind me asking, you don't have. You don't have
yeah,
to
yeah.
answer.
I haven't got. I'm only fucking 19, coming on 20. So I'm not. I literally haven't. I'm just doing like fucking warehouse bottom end jobs, literally.
Yeah.
But you said you was doing a fucking. You've actually got some money moving with what are you saying?
It's a family business, bro. I mean, we suffered a lot for this. I mean, I didn't have the my parents were never there. They were always at work. There was no, do you know what I mean? Like sports days, parents' evenings, they just couldn't make it because they were always at work doing like 2-3 jobs and all this kind of shit. And then, they just, my dad used to like working Fords in Dagenham, building the Fiestas and Focuses, mate. Yeah, he was one of them guys. And, and on the weekends, he used to be a chef in a restaurant and do catering events. Can you imagine that? What a fucking diverse madness, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
My mum
Fair play.
done the job in. My mum was like one of the youngest postmistresses in the country in 1992. She bought a post office. It was a 3-person job, but because my dad couldn't be there, even to be the second person, because he was working at Ford's, she done all the job herself. And a long time, man. Robbed many times. They killed our dogs. They put petrol on us. They set us on fire. All kinds of mad shit happened, bruv. Trust me. But so this what you see. So what you're saying that I'm flying and all that, mate. It didn't come easy. It didn't come easy, man. It wasn't given to us. Really tough times, man. Really tough times, man. They killed our dogs, man. They poisoned our fucking dogs and mad shit, bruv. There's more shit. I don't even want to, because it's alive. I'll just give you the cream in it, a little bit. I'm not going to talk about the bulk of it.
I mean, fuck me.
So when people say, you got this car or you got this, nah, man, it didn't come like that. It wasn't given to me. It wasn't dropped to my fucking lap. This shit came at a really heavy price. And my dad died, man. My dad died. So, yeah.
Was this, but your dad died like at the fucking expense of like whatever the fuck this kind of like.
He had high blood pressure and all this kind of mad shit going on. And basically one day, I don't know if you want to hear this, but he used to be in like, I don't know if there's an Indian sport called kabaddi. It's like wrestling. I don't know if you've heard about it. He was really heavily involved in that, and it became international. And he brought all the international teams to London, and it was like a big tournament, basically. All like the world countries, like all, the teams from all like Canada, Italy, Australia, India, Portugal, Africa, like all the kabaddi players, basically. And basically, when it was like trophy time, because he was in charge of the trophies, because he was high up involved in it, he just sat down and said, "Yeah, my head's really hurting." And closed his eyes, never woke up, mate. 2 days in the hospital, that's it, end. He had a brain hemorrhage. One of his veins, or whatever you want to say, arteries burst in his head and just bled the brain. And there's nothing they could do. So this shit does come at a really heavy cost, bro. So it doesn't come in, man. I'm still here. Don't worry, we're still here, man. I'm 42, bro.
I mean, fuck me. It's all like obviously all the conventional things to be said. I mean, fuck me. Life ain't easy, but it's all you can find like in like how to use kind of like the darkness, and you use that kind of story as your fuel, like where you come from, your past, and you kind of like learn from it in the long run, in a sense.
It was just it's because you said about the money, innit? Because that's what people think that, when I said, I told you I was a landlord, because we was talking about like, what we do for jobs, what for a living, and I told you I was a landlord, and then I asked you what you done, and then you said, you're flying. So I just had to tell you that
I know
I'm not really flying,
it
bro.
doesn't come easy. That's what I mean. It's nothing worth having.
It's not my.
It sounds like a madness that I can't grasp. Like there's a lot of complex like backstory to how you've ended up where you are.
Yeah, it's different for it, but it's just because you said about that. I don't want anybody to think ever that, it's been easy and I'm fucking having a wicked life or whatever. Or, it's not like, just because you asked, man, or just because you said, that's all it was, bro. Nothing more, nothing less than that.
No, fair play. I mean, it's what it is. Like, sure, it's all good stuff.
So you're talking about the guy that believes in chemtrails and he eats like fucking junk food and drinks, was it Coke or something you said, isn't it? Was it fizzy drinks or something you said?
I just mean like I don't know, people just kind of, what good is it? Being a conspiracy theorist like that, when people you need to turn the intention inwards and how to develop yourself and asking deep penetrating questions about yourself and reality, not fucking wondering what the reptilians are doing. You need to focus on how you're gonna like develop yourself. But obviously at the same time, because the reptilians want you to be focused on yourself, because they're the ones who trap you in the fucking matrix that makes it impossible to like. There's a quote like, "Oh, make sure your room is in perfect order before you criticize the world." But if you don't criticize the world, then you'll never reconstruct the world that is creating your room to not be in perfect order in the first place. It's like, I don't know, it's quite strange, loopy. It's like the system is kind of stacked against you, but then it seems like wisdom to say, oh, just focus on yourself, you know, clean your room. But it's like, I don't know, if you need to actually question the structure that everyone's living in, because you might be able to just like revolutionize it instead of working within the system that's already laid. You need to question it, and you might be able to fucking create a new one.
Well, I personally thought, I'm not being big-headed, I'm not showing off in any way or anything like that. I personally thought that I could get away from the Matrix by, you know, being in this kind of family business and having all this stuff. But no, it doesn't work like that. What they're doing now, they're going against landlords. They're taking all the tax away from little landlords like myself. What's happening is that all the big companies are coming in and they're buying the houses. And what they want to... You probably heard about the World Economic Forum, the WEF, Carl Schwab's, you will own nothing, but you will be happy.
Yeah.
And you will eat bugs. Yeah. So what they're trying to make everybody do or become is tenants. Even myself, as a landlord, they want even me to become a tenant. So what they're trying to do is like devalue houses. They put the mortgage rates like through the roof, mate. I mean, a mortgage could have been like £300 a couple of months ago. And that's like £1,000. And the rent's not really covering it. I mean, do you know? Yeah, it's getting deep, man. Don't worry, I'm going to stop right there. But what they're trying to do anyway is they're trying to fuck the whole system up, man. They're trying to fuck the whole system up. They're making everything cashless. They've got these 15-minute cities. I mean, I've got these fucking... I didn't even know this, man. I saw it today on these poles where there's like a... what do you call it? Underpass. There's like cameras facing both ways. And then I noticed like other cameras in my area, like tiny little black cameras that are like chained up. And there's like little orange boxes attached to the bottom. So I think they're trying to like monitor like traffic or something. I don't know if this is the 15-minute city thing. I can see it coming in. Check your area out, man. There's little fucking cameras, black cameras, really high up, man, on lampposts and shit.
I'll keep an eye out, and I'll maybe I'll discover, and I'll send to you if I do.
Yeah,
but it's all
bottom,
about.
Yeah, at the bottom you see orange boxes. I think they're the battery or recording device or something like that. Yeah, it's an orange box at the bottom though. I was thinking of cutting the thing off, fucking cunt off, and there's too many people around, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, like not long ago, there was like a sign out the front of my estate where I live, and it said vaccine centre, and I literally just picked it up and fucking threw it over a wall into a bush, like in the middle of the... And everyone was fucking driving past. I just felt... I think I had a shit day at work, and I just like mutilated a vaccine sign.
If I saw you doing that, I'll give you like beep 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 yo. That's
why it was funny, because people driving past, you just see someone like start kicking the fuck out of them. I could get your jabs, this and that. It's just at the front of my estate. They've got some fucking like, you go in there and get your vaccine, and that. It's fucking.
They can fucking do that with that, mate. They fucking stick it at their ass.
Yeah, it's people are just backwards. This whole culture doesn't understand health at all. Like, you know, if you're ill, the last thing you need to do is fucking... Like, the vaccine makes you ill, and the breathing, obviously, like, that's the opposite. You don't want to restrict your breathing if you're ill. You want to do breath work, for fuck's sake, and you want to get exercise, but they lock you in your house, make you wear a mask, so you're fucking watching internet, and then they're just giving you food.
Never worn a mask. Never, ever worn a mask. Never, ever.
Yeah, I mean, fair fucking play.
Halloween. Now for Halloween, I wear a mask. For Halloween, I definitely wear a mask. But not that fucking nappy. Not that fucking nappy. Never.
Space nappy.
Yeah,
that's a good term. I like that. It
is though, isn't
Why are
it?
you wearing that? Why are you wearing that nappy, bruv? I'm gonna fucking point that
Bruv,
term
slap
now.
it off their face. Bruv, slap it off their face. Slap it off their.
Yeah. I might rip off his mask and blast him. I wonder how long is this lasting? Now I'm waiting for benefits before this. Someone's out there grafting. I said, do you know Inspector Veg?
Yeah, of course, man. Of
Come
course,
on.
bruv.
He's the hardest.
And Ryan Sanders as well, man. He's raw.
I know, right? Wait for fucking. Have you heard any of my snippets? Maybe they're not as good as everyone else's, but it's gonna come.
Hold on. I think. Who's the other guy? Magic. Magic. He's raw as well. He's raw, bruv. I think Ryan knows him. His name's Magic. Mr. Magic or something like that. He's fucking bad, man. Trust me. He's bad.
I'm not sure.
No.
Flowmatic?
No, he's called Mr. Magic or something, man. Let me try and fucking add him in there. He's bad, bruv. Trust me.
It's definitely not traumatic, then.
No, this traumatic as well. That's a madness thing. That's a madness. Traumatic is raw as fuck as well. Right, I think this is the guy, Mr. Magic artist.
I can't lie. Like Traumatic is probably like literally my favorite artist. He's fucking
raw, bruv. He is disgusting.
You can't even say like I have so many like favorite artists, but like they're all different fucking dimension. Mr. Magic Artist.
I'm sure that's him.
I'll have a look. Do you know Donny Arcade?
Nah.
Ah, bruv, you need to get on him, bruv. He's like a fucking next level. Imagine there's this conscious rap artist. He's done a few features of Traumatic, but he's got like literally like hours and hours of conscious raps, and I've only just found him really. He's got some proper good tunes.
Send, innit? Send it, bruv. Send it to me.
Dude, I'll send you one of his best ones. But yeah, Donny Arcade, he's the G. But yeah, fucking. What's the plans then anyway? What are you gonna do? Why don't you make a fucking YouTube channel or what's going on? Why don't you hop on a track?
YouTube. I've got a YouTube channel. I do have a YouTube channel, but I made it like fucking ages ago. It's just some songs I made ages ago. I just uploaded them like techno and trance tracks. Nah, techno and trance. I mean, I can do everything, man. Drama. I mean, one of the first songs at uni, one of my modules was music and new technology, and basically we had like 10 samples. So one was like a drum beat. It was like dun dun dish dish dun dun dish dish, like something like that, really slow in it, like jazz beat and all that kind of stuff. I sped it up. Basically, I just made a drum and bass banger, man. I got like 93% for that.
Maybe. It
was like a raw track, you know, with raw distortion, like proper raw bass, mate. But anyway, after that, basically my favorite kind of music is techno and trance and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I can make anything, man. All that trap, rap,
I'm interested.
drum, bass, bhangra, everything.
I don't know, Kenny. I fucked around with making beats a while ago, but these days I know that I'm gonna have a lot of good music coming eventually because I just been testing and doing a lot of demos and I know I got a lot of potential, but I've made a few pretty decent tunes in the past. But it's just rapping. I don't do like. I made a few beats when I was younger, but I can't. I might get back into it.
You're more lyrical. You're more lyrical, aren't you? You're more lyrical in that way.
I want to become like I did make like a decisive moment a few months back. Like I know that I do want to definitely pursue like the conscious rapping 100%. So like I might be more lyrical, but not even that. It's like I actually want to engineer the whole fucking sound from the ground up. Like I want to literally produce a whole fucking album from the ground up with like while on loads of fucking mushrooms all the time and like try and fucking it's different compared to spitting on a beat compared to literally like creating everything from the ground up like a fucking wizard. It's next level. What the fuck is that?
This is a fucking.
What is it? What is it?
It's a laser, bro. It's a laser, bro. It's a. It's a club laser,
Why?
man. What do you mean? Why? Why not?
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. But like, why did you
I've
buy
just.
it? Or what is it?
I was just setting up. I wasn't showing you really. I was just setting it up. I thought I might just show you.
Yeah,
You set it
yeah.
up.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. It's just I just wanted to know more about it. Is
Why
that
did I
all? Is
buy it?
that as
Because
deep as it gets?
cheap nights in, mate. Cheap nights in. Don't have to go clubbing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Do you
Fair
know?
play. I've brought a few things like that.
Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I've got a UV light as well. I'm not going to turn that on. That gets too hot. But yeah, I've got some. I've got a smoke machine. Yeah, and it's crazy at home, man, with the kids because you can't take the kids clubbing. Do you know what I mean? So I thought, fuck it. Let's just bring the club home, man. They can't go to the club. I just brought the club home, bro. And like we have a fucking madness on the weekend. You know, just messing around with the kids, being happy. Why not? Forget all the bullshit that's going on in the world. Just, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, fuck me. That's what. Like, earlier, the family was round and everyone was listening to music and that, and it's just like I don't know. You just kind of it's kind of nice to just like I'm all on this mad awakening and shit, but I'll still just go to the beach with my family as if I was just who I was 10 years ago. Like,
Yeah, yeah, of course, man. Yeah, you have to. You have to do these things, man. You cannot be stuck in this kind of thinking bad and oh, what's going on and being fearful. Nah, man. Sometimes you got to forget that kind of shit and just do what you got to do and just enjoy the times. You know what I mean? Because time is something that you can't get back. You understand? That's one thing you can't get back. Money and all this other things, cars, whatever, man. You can get that shit back.
yeah,
Anything,
you
but
are right.
time is
I think
something that will
I think
always pass.
you are right, but I actually think in a way, like maybe not. Like, obviously you are obviously correct, but I'm saying like I reckon that you could like literally do it all again, like afterwards, if you
I know, but
like when you die, you go back into like infinite God mode, and then you can just like choose to do it again. Like, I'm pretty sure we have like infinite time, and God is just infinitely like expressing itself. But I don't know.
I
That's
think
another rabbit hole.
I think that's a bit of a dream mode going on there, mate.
Yeah, you see. That's that. But the thing is, what I'm saying, is this is the difference. You know, like Ryan Saunders and Inspector Veg. Have you like
Yeah,
Inspector Veg talks a lot about like he goes like I don't need to meditate, Chris. He's the one who needs to meditate. Man, I woke up to the truth. I know who I am. Meditation's my
yeah.
normal state. And he's like and he says like merge with the one. I don't care what it's costing. Like it's like I know you say. What I'm saying is like dreaming and that, but like this is the thing. There's different levels to like. There's awakening in the political and like the vaccine. Like a lot of people think awakening is flat Earth and the vaccine, but a lot like awakening. Like I don't know if you've gone deep with the psychedelics, but like I fucking will take like a ridiculous amount of shrooms and literally like dissolve into fucking like non-dual vibration shit, and you literally like merge with fucking infinity, and that's what I mean. That's like some different. That's different, and that's what
All right.
like.
First of all, I'm
Mm,
going to remind you. I'm going to remind you that I'm 42 years old. So when they were selling shrooms in Camden and in London and the head shops, and they were selling truffles as well. I don't know if you know I don't know if you know what that is. A truffle.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, first thing I done was mushrooms, 7.5 grams, and that was 1998 or 1999. And where do you think I fucking headed, mate? After
To the
7.5
spiral rounds.
grams. Fucking mate, I was on some mad shit, bro. I was like spectral, like astral projection to like
Yeah,
geometric
that's what I'm
madness,
saying.
like
But
grids
I've
and
done like
lines and
a good like
technology,
what
crazy shit. Going, yeah, go on, mate.
I've done like a good like 110 like deep. I've been locked in hell. I've gone to heaven on earth. I've just today I've took now I'm like a veteran with it. I took 5 grams today. I'm in the sun getting a vitamin D. I'm doing breath work, hyperventilation shit. Like
Now, as we're talking,
I took him. I took him earlier. Yeah.
what
Oh,
time did you
the
take it,
live
bro?
at 12. So it's been like
Oh, it's been a long time. Okay, it's
it's
been a
been
long
like
time.
10 hours. But
Yeah, yeah.
norm like the live is gonna end because there's a limit like for an hour. I'm probably gonna go anyway, but it's literally gonna cut off in a
I
second.
was
Like I can't. It's
going to say, call
stupid.
back.
Instagram and stuff.
No, no,
I'm
I'd like to
probably
talk to you about this,
gonna.
man. I'm going to phone you,
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
because
maybe. I might do. Yeah, I'll probably come back on.